Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kumar.
Sir, I have one small to share my screen.
Yes.
Uh, Sir, are you able to see my screen?
Mm, yes.
I have completed this portfolio
Mm,
hands-on task,
okay.
and I have successfully completed Jenkins CI/CD pipelines task also.
Okay.
I
Good.
covered everything up to date.
Mm-hmm.
And my doubt is in a AWS website, which services I have to stop after successfully completing the task so that it won't get charged. I won't get charged money.
Yes, yes, yes. Go to sign into your AWS account.
Sure,
First
sir.
instance, you have to stop.
Just now only I opened and it again refreshing 1 second, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. I log into AWS.
Now you stop this one, Jenkins. This server. Select that. Select that. Mm, instant state. No, 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 no. Instant state. Middle one more is instant state. Yes. Terminate.
Terminate or delete
Terminate.
instance.
Terminate. Terminate.
Every time when we create an instance, definitely we have to follow this step, right, sir?
Yes, you have to terminate the instance, otherwise will be charged. Okay, because it's a per hour charge, na. It's a
Yes, sir.
compute.
Got it. Apart from instance, anywhere, sir.
VPC. You go type VPC. You might have launched this in VPC. So VPC, we have to delete everything.
Your VPCs.
Hmm. See VPC, you are launched in Stockholm. I told you, na, we have to change it to Singapore location, but you didn't do that. It's automatically launched in Europe, Stockholm. So leave it. First delete everything. First to select subnets, left side subnets,
Yes.
left side subnets. Select everything. Delete actions. Delete. Type delete. Delete. Now you come for your VPC. Delete it. Mm. I acknowledge. Type delete default VPC. Mm. Small letter, small letter. Okay, so fine. Delete. Mm. Delete it.
Done, sir. Sir, that's it, sir.
Yes, yes, delete it. Now click in internet gateway, left side internet gateway is there. That also you delete it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
nothing is there. Okay. DHCP option set. Select that and delete that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay, you've done everything. And also, always just to keep Singapore location. Okay, don't go
sure,
with
sir.
European or US contents.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. So 1 minute. Okay, today we'll see about Docker. So, what do you know about Docker? You guys just tell me what you know or heard about Docker. What is that?
It's a container for
Mm-hmm.
application.
Container for?
Like will we can transfer application in container format so that everyone can download the application easily.
Okay, fine. Anything else apart from this? Others, what you know about container services?
Container services means
Mm.
Kubernetes service.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what is then Kubernetes and Docker? What is the difference actually? Okay, do you know it or you don't know? You're just giving, thinking, you're guessing. Okay, let us see what is container services, how it is helping us. Now, let us see first what is Docker. Okay, so what is Docker? Let us see, we have a problem here. What is the problem? The application, it is working in this girl system, correct? Let us say, okay, Raji's system, it is working. Okay, now Kumar, the same application, you are trying to use it in the other system, that is your system, but it is not working. So what might be the issue? What might be the issue? You guys are able to hear me, right? Kumar,
Yes,
you are able
Murali.
to hear me? Yes, okay, yes, Chandan. Okay, what might be the issue, do you think? Okay, it can be anything. It can be anything. That is, front end is not working. Maybe the back end is not working, or the database is not working, or the dependency files is missing, or your problem, your system has don't have that components, or server is not performing. It can be any reason. Correct, na? It can be any reason. We cannot able to identify what is the reason. Now, same problem we have in the shipping industry also. He see they want to ship different types of different goods. That is, you see car, a bag, furniture, machines. Now all these things we have to ship it, but it should not get damaged. But all are not in the same size also, all are in different size and shapes. Correct? So we have to think whether we have to use the best truck or proper packaging should be there, or we need to take expert labors, or what shipping medium we have to use. Now everything is, some is small, some are big, and some has shape, some does not have shape, some are liquid also. So the same kind of issue was faced by the shipping industry also. They want to ship all these items without damage, and it has to be shipped properly also. So whether you use heavy machine, a lorry like this, or a truck, or ship, or whatever it is. So now what is the solution for the shipping industry? The container. So inside you put the container, inside the container you can put this car, bag, everything. When it transport, it will not get damaged. Even the container falls down also, the items inside the containers will not get damaged. That's the solution for the shipping industry. Now same is for the application also. We have this Docker container service. So it is carrying all the containers, and it is shipping from one place to another place, where you have all these components inside these containers. Now, Docker, when we put all the applications, that is your back end, front end, database, library files, everything, we put it in one package and we are shipping it. Now, Raji is sending all the same file, the application with the container service, to all the others. Now, what is happening? Everybody's system, it is working. In everybody's system, it is working. Now, you can say Kumar's system also it is working because of this package of container services. That means it is having all the items which is necessary to run your application should be in one place. So what Docker is doing, Docker is making the process of application deployment. That application deploying in one system. When you're deploying in the system, it is very easy and efficient where it resolves all the problem. It is making sure that the application is running in his system, whoever system it is. So the deployment problem is solved by this Docker. Now, what is Docker? As we already mentioned, it's a containers allow a developer to pack up an application with all the parts it's needed. So to run that application, what are all the components necessary, like library files or dependency files or anything, whatever it is, we'll put everything in one package and we are shipping it. That means we are installing it. Like when you install some applications, you'll be able to see some components are getting installed. You'll be able to see a green color line will be there. Right now it is showing like the dependency files are getting installed. Like that, when you take an application, it is coming along with the package now. So it will making sure that it is running in any kind of OS or device. So main thing Docker makes is it's develop efficiency and predictable. That means main thing is build, share and run. Docker helps us to build it in your system, pack it up, share it to somebody else, and then run it there. Also, it will work. Run it there, and there also it will work. That's what the main thing it is doing. Now you can write what is meant by containers. So if you are having a note, just write what is meant by this. Containers are the method of operating system virtualization. Operating system virtualization means mainly hooks into OS. What does this hooks into OS means? For example, okay, you have a big OS. Correct? Now you have a OS in your computer for running. Let us say VLC media player. What are all the components necessary? What are the main components necessary to run a VLC media player? It
VLC
is a
player.
media. Huh?
Application file we need.
No, that's what you already installed. Na? You installed those fine. You're already installed in your computer. Now this VLC media player needs some components from your system, right? What are the components? Okay, VLC media player is a video player, correct? Na? Everyone knows that, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, now VLC media player is a player, so I definitely need an audio component, correct? Ah? Audio component should work, video component should work. If this audio and video component is not there in the OS, it will not work, correct? Now in the OS, you can see when you install OS, it will take around maybe 10 GB of your storage space, 10 to 20 GB of your storage space it will take. Now, is it all these 10 GB of components or files is necessary to run this VLC media player in your system?
No. Okay.
No, correct. Na? So maybe 1 GB of files, which is there, 1 GB of file, or some few components alone, it's necessary to run this video player. This video player. Now that is called hooks into OS. That is called hooks into OS. That is nothing but part of OS. Part of OS is enough to run this VLC media player in this system. The remaining 90% of the OS, it's not necessary for VLC, but it is necessary for other components or applications. Okay, so this containers, what it will take, it will take operating system virtualization. That is like how you are taking a virtual machine. For what purpose I am taking, I am using it, only for that I will use it. Same thing, this containers also, this is a small box like virtual machine. We compare to this virtual machine, that is your EC2 instance. We compare this with a small server which is having only the files which is necessary to run this application. Okay, that's why, for example, I always say one computer is equal to three tablet or mobiles. Three tablets, or let us take three tablets or mobile. Let us say this is computer. Now let us say starting a computer, desktop computer. Start. Which one will be faster? Starting a computer will be faster, or starting a tablet will be faster?
Tablet.
Tablet, correct? Okay, same thing. If you want to stop the computer, which one will be faster? Computer or tablet?
Same tablet will be first.
Yes. Okay. Now, whatever we are doing nowadays, we can able to do everything in the mobile itself, correct? So mostly we are having a very heavy workload. Workload is more. Which one will you choose? Tablet or computer?
Computer.
Exactly. So same thing only. When you have a bigger application, you have to go with virtual machine. Best example would be your like let us say PUBG and Temple Run. You have seen this application like Temple Run, the game application. Yes. So when you install this Temple Run, only one application will be there. Only one game is there. The Temple Run, or let us say PUBG. Correct, na? Now, is it any other things inside the Temple Run apart from Temple Run? Any other game is inside that? Sub games? No. Correct, na? Because this Temple Run itself need more memory. It will require more memory because it is every second the read and write operation is happening. The guy has to run, he has to catch the coin, the score has to get updated, everything has to happen. So you have a lot of input output operation. Definitely you need a separate server. Same thing for PUBG also. It's a big game. No other apart from that PUBG, there is no other game inside that application. Now for these applications which we need full load, which is fully loaded, and we need full focus on that, then we have to go with EC2. But let us say this word games. Have you installed any word games in your mobile? You'll be able to see there are inside you open that games. Inside that you'll have a lot of other games also will be there. Example, this number puzzle. If you install number puzzle, you'll be able to see there are around 10 other games will be inside that. Now these are all you can use it with container. Everything is one package. Everything is one package. I can have one application, that is single server, multiple applications. Single server, multiple applications. There we use containerized service. There we use containerized services. For example, nowadays you are using this. What is that? Inside this online test centers are there, na? Online test, lead code, hacker rank, and all those things. So there and all we have questions, and each question will have a compiler and interpreter. Correct, na? So now each is a package. Each one is a package. So those kind of things we'll be using with containerized service. Now, what is the plus point here? As I already mentioned, containerized is fast. That is start and stop is very easy when compared to virtual machine. That is EC2. But when you have more workload, you go ahead with EC2. That is main real server, and very less workload, but it can able to manage multiple things. Then we have to go with containerized service. So those are not written, just write what is containerized service. And you see, as I mentioned, containerized means you will be having containers will have your application, then the dependency files, the configuration files, and the hooks into OS. That is part of your OS. Now it is help you to repeat it. Self-contained environment. Self-contained means already everything is necessary. It is there. Softwares run the same in different environment. Same thing we can run it in different environment. That is best example would be, for example, before 5 years, whatever application you are using in your maybe iPhone, it will not work in Android phone. Am I right? Same thing, whatever you are using, the application which you are using in Android phone, it will not work in Apple phone. Am I right? But now, is all the applications are working in all the mobiles? Yes. Yes or no, Kumar?
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Now that's the best example where, because when we design the application itself, we are putting all the files necessary, these files necessary to run in Android also, to run in Mac also, to run in other OS also. So it is helping. See, software runs the same in different environment. That is, environment means what? Here the Android or Mac or OS, like Windows or Linux, whatever it is. Even though the different environment is there, it will run. So this helping the developers laptop test production, that is, it'll helping you first itself to test with a shorter package, shorter size. Like means you cannot able, don't want to spend EC2 full of cost, high cost. For testing we just use container and test okay how it is working. Then we increase the size either or move to EC2 instance based on the requirement. Next, as I mentioned already, it is EC2 faster to launch and stop or terminate than virtual machines. You written that. Now coming to Docker, you can write this definition. Docker is a software platform that enables you to build, test, and deploy applications quickly. Help deploy an applications quickly. So this containers will have everything that a software needs to run. Example, runtime, code, system tools, and libraries. Now here, like how in EC2 we have AMI. What is AMI? I think we have done AMI also, na? We learned about EC2 9 key decisions.
Image of an OS, Amazon mission image.
Yes,
Image.
Amazon. machine image of an OS. Now, why we want that image? Image is nothing but a template, correct? Na? With that template, we are creating multiple EC2 instances. Now, same thing how AMI is there in for EC2, we have this image in the containers. So this image will be deployed in the container and there it will get installed. Okay, now container has everything that a software needs to run. So like how AMI is there in EC2, we have images in the container service, that is your Docker. Okay, you return this one. What is in my Docker? Okay, you return. Are you writing?
No,
Yes.
sir. I will. From my end, I am not writing. I will refer this PDF.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
done only. I have.
Written only.
Okay, fine. Now the best example, let us take. Tell me some TV channel names. Tell me some TV channel names.
Vijay TV.
Sony Max,
Okay. Sony Max. Mm-hmm. Then one more.
CNN,
Okay. Now all these three TV channels are telecasting the same program at the same time. Are these TV channels telecasting the same program at the same time?
No.
No. Correct, right? This is separate, this is separate. So definitely they need a separate server. Definitely they need a separate server. That's what EC2 instance. As you already know, EC2 instance is a separate server. So this server, with that we have bins, libraries, binary files, libraries, application is running. Now, which is running on top of your cloud. So definitely these are separate channels. We need all these three servers separately. Now, do you have sports channel, Star Sports? Yes.
Yes.
Star Sports, we have multiple channels actually.
Yeah. In different language, we have different.
Yes, what are those?
Start
Star Sports, Hindi,
Tamil, English.
Tamil, English. Now, are these people are telecasting the same channel program?
No.
No one.
Same program but different language.
That's it. But same program, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, same program, I will take only one server. I'll just put the binary files, only the translation. It's just a script code. That's it, na? If I add this in the same server, I can able to launch multiple applications. Only the binary files, I'll add the translation. That's it. Now it is like an engine. It is like a train compartment. All are going on a same railway track. This is EC2. Now which is pushed by Docker, which is pushed by Docker. That's why we call it as Docker engine. As the symbol itself says, no, the Docker is carrying the container. The Docker is carrying the container. Now Docker is like an engine. Engine pulls and the applications that the compartments are coming back. Okay. Now which one is easy to launch separate server for all these people separately and spend a lot of money, or I put one server and I put the Docker engine and push all the applications. Are you getting? Yes. So three containers on one EC2 instance. So I'll save money also, and containers are more faster, so it will work fast as well. Okay. Now you might have a confusion. Then what is Kubernetes? What is Kubernetes. Anyway, Kubernetes is not the topic today, but I'll just explain you, and maybe next when we start Kubernetes, you will come to know, or we'll first finish Docker, then you will come for Kubernetes. What you guys are saying? You want to know what is Kubernetes also now? Yes or no? Let me know so that we'll explain that. No, what you're saying, I am not hearing. What, Kumar?
Yes, sir. No idea, sir. Please explain.
Okay, fine. I'll explain in 2 minutes, then we'll go for Docker again. So, what is Kubernetes? Okay. First, what you are able to see from this logo, what you are able to think actually? Can you guess what is this?
Wheel.
Wheel, huh? What wheel it is?
Hexagon.
What? Huh?
A
Hexagon.
hexagon
Okay.
shape
Uh-huh.
with the steering wheel of a ship.
Exactly. The steering wheel of a ship. No, steering wheel of a ship, as you said. Who is the main person in the ship?
Captain.
Yes. He is the. What is the captain's main job? When some storm or something comes, he has to run away. Correct, huh? Is that his duty? Yes, Chandan. What is his main job? When something happens, storm or something is coming, he will jump and run in his parachute. Correct, huh?
No.
Okay. What is his job?
To take care of the cargo and the passengers.
To redirect to the ship into different direction.
Redirect, huh? Uh-huh. Redirect means where he will take. The main job is, as you said, like he has to take care of passenger and the cargo and the containers. Correct, now? So now, this ship captain, his main job is, as we are taking care of the container service, he is going to make sure that it is reaching the right place. Let us take the ship is going from India. The ship is going from India to US. How it will go? From India with Arabian Sea way you will go, or some other way is there? You remember the maps, na? World map. Do you remember how it will go? It will go directly to the US. Yes or no, guys? It will directly go to the US. Huh? Let us say you are traveling in a bus or a train. Let us say you are taking the train from Bangalore to Pune or Bangalore to Tamil Nadu. Let us take. Will it go straight away to that particular location alone? Let us say Tirunelveli means Tirunelveli alone. It will go, or it will stop in between in other
It will
stations.
stop in between stations.
Yes, okay. Why they are stopping there?
Pick up new
Why they are?
passengers.
Okay, new
or
passengers.
drop
Then
some, or to drop some, or drop any cargo that is there.
okay, yes, as you said, you drop some cargo. Then what you'll do? Only drop cargo you'll do. Only dropping the cargo you will do, or you will take something else from that location also.
Yes, pick up cargo and passengers from middle stations.
Yes, you will drop as well as you pick up. Correct, na?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you just think and tell me from India to US it is going. What it will do? Without rest, they will keep on going to US. Huh?
No, take
Yes.
stops in like Dubai or Singapore.
Hmm. Okay, Singapore and all, the right side is there. Left side, if you see, Africa is there. Cape Town, Argentina is there before you reach. So, what this ship will do? This ship will go to Cape Town, that is Africa, and again it will go to Argentina. Then it will go to US. Correct, na? Now, in between these stops, what will happen? These containers, let us take this one, Africa has to be delivered. So it will be kept down, and some other containers from Africa it will taken on top. Correct. Now again, this has to go down to here, and some new boxes has to come here. Now, who will arrange all these containers properly? That means who will say you have to arrange like this. For example, I am taking one box from here. I have to put another box here, or I have to move this box, adjust, and all those things. Am I right or not? Yes, you are able to see these transport people, right? When the item is getting delivered, which items they will get, we will keep at the end of the, let us say, a truck. Which element they will keep, which items they will kept at the end of the lorry or something. Which items they will keep at the end? End means the doors, at the door end. You guys are seeing the market, na?
Who's- Who stops her earlier?
Yes. Who stops coming next? Those people's parcels will be kept in front. Correct, na? So now, one by one, when the stops comes, it has to arrange the space adjustment. Correct. Now, that's what this captain's job. He will make sure that all the containers are arranged properly and it is delivered to the right place. Delivered to the right place. Until the delivery is done to that right place, his work is not completed. So this manager, that means this captain's job is mainly to manage the containers. Manage the containers. Now manage is nothing but orchestration. What? Orchestration. Orchestration is called nothing but management. So nothing. Kubernetes is the one that is managing the containers. Managing the containers. That is called Kubernetes orchestration. Now Kubernetes is nothing but the Greek word which is nothing but helmsman or a captain of a ship. Kubernetes, as you already said, like it's the steering of a wheel. Steering of your ship. Steering of your ship. We also call Kubernetes as K8s. Kubernetes as K8s. K8 is nothing but there are 8 letters between this K and S. Now, as I told you, it is a container management tool. That is, it is a container orchestration tool. So, which is developed by Google Labs, which is later donated to CNF, that is cloud native, cloud front, and it's an open source. It's an open source. Open source means we don't want to pay anything. Next, it is written on Go language. It is written in the language called Go language, and we also called as K8s. So container management tool, there are a lot of tools. One is Kubernetes, another one is Docker Swarm, so doing the same job. Another one is Apache Mesos Marathon, and we have in AWS also we have ECS and EKS. ECS and EKS we have. So it is the main orchestration tool which is automating the deployment, scaling, managing containerized applications on a group of servers. On a group of servers, how you are going to manage your applications, how you are going to scale, deploy, and all those things will be able to done with the help of this Kubernetes. So mainly it will be supporting you on deployment, scheduling, scaling, that is increasing your server, decreasing server, and the load balancer. So applications available on container platforms like Docker, which can able to, that is each container application will have one application. All those applications management will be done by, that is Kubernetes is the management tool. It is done by Kubernetes. Now, organizations has to ensure the organization has to use multiple containers. As I told you, it's not like only one container. We just move. One will remove, one will add. Everything we have to do automatically. So it will ensure high availability. Kubernetes is manage all these container services. High availability means what? Whenever the user wants to use that application or try to use the application, it should work. Next, load balancing, it will balance the workload, how much load it is reaching is divided into load balancing. With load balancing will divide it and scale up and down based on the user workload. So it will scale itself and down itself when the work is not there. So as I told you, Kubernetes, ECS, EKS, everything is all same. All are containerized applications which will be taking care of deployment, scheduling, scaling, load balancer, batch execution, rollbacks, and monitoring. Rollback means come back to its original position, or batch wise two batch. This is third batch, like that. Batch wise you can able to expand. Scaling, it will automatically increase the size. Scheduling, you can able to run it, and deploying. So if you have not written anything, you can just write this one alone for Kubernetes. Kubernetes is a container management tool, and along with this we have ECS and EKS. So all these jobs are done by Kubernetes. You made a note?
Yes, Murli.
Sir, I have one small note, sir. What is the fault tolerance meaning?
Fault tolerance means, for example, you using VS Code, na?
Yes,
You're
sir.
using VS Code. VS Code, for example, you're writing HTML. In HTML, you type, instead of HTML, you type HMTL. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
What it will show?
Error.
Error it will show. Na? Who is showing this error?
VS Code.
So the tool itself is suggesting you there is a fault. You can able to correct it. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So it's not like you forget. Even you forget also. The tools will suggest you, because those programming languages are already feeded into the VS Code. So it will automatically suggest you this is the right code. Are you getting? So fault tolerance. See, name itself is explaining you fault tolerance. What is this tolerance means? Tolerating. Correct. Now, if there is any fault, you can able to tolerate. That means you can able to tolerate and correct it. The tool itself will suggest you to correct it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Okay. So same thing Kubernetes, as I told you, it is a software tool. Same thing for ECS. Now ECS is the container service which we are going to use it in our practical. So ECS and Kubernetes are same only. Both are containerized management service. So orchestration tool. What it will do? It will manage the containers. That two Docker containers it can manage. It can maintain the scale of fleet of nodes. Fleet of nodes is multiple containers running on multiple servers that you run on containers. How many servers you are running for containers? Next, remove the complexity of standing up the infrastructure. That means it's not necessary that you have to come manually and add the instances server. It will automatically add. Integrate with features that are familiar to Amazon EC2 users. That means it will always work with load balancers, security groups, CBS volumes, and IAM roles as well. So ECS is one of the other service, but ECS is providing one more option. That is, either you go directly ECS, you launch on EC2, where EC2 you have to provide manual control. That means, as we might have already learned EC2, na, whenever you take EC2, you have to maintain, update, and everything has to be done by you. So instead of that, you have one more option. That is, in for EC2, we have one serverless option. That is Lambda. That is Lambda. Now, same thing, ECS is having one more serverless option. That is Fargate. That is Fargate. Now, when you use Fargate, you don't want to manage the engine, Docker, and other things and all. You have to focus only on your application. So, if you're taking Amazon clustered ECS clustered by backed by Fargate, Fargate will take care of all the server maintenance and all those things. But if you take ECS as backup, you have to manage. You can see, you have to manage everything, even Docker engine, visualization, operating system, everything you have to manage. If you give it in Fargate, Fargate will manage the Docker engine, guest operating system, and everything. You just have to focus on your application and library files. Okay. So same thing, EBS. I mean, AWS is having one more service called EKS. What is this EKS? Elastic Kubernetes Service. Kubernetes service, as just now explaining what is Kubernetes. Why they want to create this Elastic Kubernetes service means, for example, some people will be working with, comfortable working with some particular tools like Kubernetes. Somebody will be using regularly, but now suddenly they want to move to AWS ECS service, means they will not feel comfortable. So to make sure those people who are already using ECS, who are already Kubernetes, wants to be comfortable working with AWS. So AWS has created this service called Kubernetes service, which will help you to run Kubernetes on AWS. And see, it is supporting all the formats, so that whatever application is built in Kubernetes, he can easily move to AWS with the help of EKS. With the help of EKS. Right, like your mobile, you are buying Vivo means you will keep on buying Vivo only. You're liking Apple means you will keep on like Apple only. Correct? Now you will not be ready to switch. So same thing, when those who are already learning Kubernetes, those who are already working on Kubernetes, they will not be comfortable using AWS ECS. To avoid that, they have taken this ECS, that is EKS, that is Elastic Kubernetes Service. So run containers that are orchestrated by Kubernetes on those instance. Next, one more service called ECR. One more service called ECR. So ECR is similar to AMI. Let us take with as an example. You are having a new bus. Let us take new town bus. Okay, new town bus is launched. Where the bus will go first? On the morning first. That is the first day of the bus. The bus has been launched newly. Where should the bus should go actually, or will go? Where it will go first? Bus, the town bus. Let us take the local bus. But newly they have launched a bus, new bus. Where it will go first? Come on, guys, just think and answer. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Where it will go? The bus.
A depot.
Yes, why depot?
To double check, I mean cross check whether tires and air in the tires, everything is fine,
Mm.
and seats, everything neat and clean before going
Mm.
to pick up passengers.
Okay. Why we are doing like this? Why it has to go to depot?
Confusions.
Huh?
To avoid some confusions and maintain everything in a proper manner.
To avoid confusion means what confusion is there? What confusion will be going to be there? Whatever your answer, the depot is correct, but the reason is not correct. Mm. Yes, who is that? You are trying to say something? Raji or Vasi, who was that?
Me.
Want to
Vasu.
go to depot. Okay, okay, so just tell me. Yes, come on, guys. What might be the reason? As you were closer only, but just a little more. Okay, let us say the depot. What he will do actually the first day morning, you are going taking the new bus. Depot, what you will do in the depot? As you said, it's
Company related stickers, or
mm,
they will add in company related information in the bus.
that only in the morning they will do.
No, not in the morning. In the morning, they'll
Mhm.
just check if everything is to the point.
They will
Stickering is the main thing.
clean the bus, washing.
It's already new bus, man. It's already new bus only, right? Go depot cleaning, cleaning in the bus only. You go to depot. Okay, think. For example, I'm taking this bus without registering. First thing is what? Registering in the depot. Depot notebook will be there, na? First, you have to go and write which is the driver, who is the driver, what time to time, which route. Everything you have to write, na? The detailed information about your route as a new joinee, right? And why we want to write all these things? Because let us say this is the first day you're taking this bus, you don't know the depot person's number. Now, first day you're starting the bus, and maybe one half an hour once it travel, it got breakdown. Now, whom they will call actually? Whom they will call if you're not registered in the depot? You're getting now. So, if you're not registered in the depot, you cannot call anybody to get for repair or send some other bus to repair until the passengers were waiting in the bus. Correct, na? So to avoid any future issues, if issue come up, solve, has to solve. Same thing, whatever images, whatever image containers you are bringing in the container dog, one the ECR, ECA, so history, then will start your get.
Sir, your voice is
support.
breaking, sir.
Provide support. You are not able to hear me now.
And now it is fine, sir.
Okay. So same thing on the ECR, ECS, ECR will do. That is Elastic Container Registry. It will store. It is nothing but like your best example would your GitHub. What does GitHub will do? What is GitHub actually doing? What is GitHub is doing?
Storing our code, and anytime if you want to
What is that? You're storing, correct na? So
yes,
storing means that is a repository. That is a repository, correct na? Same thing here. This ECR is like a repository where it will contain all the images, content, store everything. If something happened to some system, it will provide its support and give its copy also, and you can able to recreate it, and it will support third party integrations as well. Okay, fine. So I hope you got some idea about ECS, EKS, ECR, and Docker and containers. Now we'll go in depth about Docker. Containerization using Docker. So there will be same basic examples only. I'll just give you the show. So we'll see about Docker, installing Docker, Docker commands, Docker files, creating image build using Docker port binding, registry, Docker compose, and container storage volumes. So at the end of this module, you should be able to know about what is Docker and its installation. So introduction to Docker. As we already mentioned, what is meant by a Docker. So what is Docker? So example, let's say an example. I just to give you one more hint. That's it. A company is developing a website or a web application. So developing the same website application in a system and installing all the softwares required for their application, and it is working in their system. Right? It's install all the softwares required. It's working in their system. Running the website is running also. So when they move this application to another developer's systems, it is not working. It is not working. So moving files to another computer because the software required are not in the new system. Correct. Now when they move the application to multiple developer system application, again it's not working because those softwares required for that software to run that application is not there in other systems. So here the Docker containers comes. So Docker container is nothing but like a box, where container is nothing but a box which is having all the softwares which we require to run that application. We're keeping everything in a box, and that box, inside that box we have a file called Docker file. We have a file called Docker file, that is Docker containers contain the Docker file which has the list of softwares required to run that particular applications. What are the list of softwares we require to run that particular application is there in that Docker file list. Now we put all these containers in the system, and the containers in all the systems. That means what? We put all the softwares in this container, and that container will put in all the systems. Okay, all the systems we are adding these containers. Now when you develop and run your applications without setup also, all the systems will be able to run that application. So that's why we need Docker, which is a containerization tool. Now Docker made the shipping code made very simple, because Docker is a powerful containerization platform that has its own way of developing your software. It can able to help you to develop, deploy, and manage as well. So it provides a consistent, reliable, and scalable way to package and run all your applications. So because it's just a small one, it's a container service. There is no limitation, or it's not necessary that you need more GBs of space and storage things. So we can able to provide you a consistent and reliable way to package things. Now, what is Windows Docker? As I already mentioned, so it's a small package that's hold everything that you need to run a program, like the code and libraries files. So containerization is a way of putting programs into these packages so they can run the same way on any computer, keeping them separate and easy to manage. So one container, that is one Docker, multiple container services, hosting operating system. Which one is a hosting operating system? Which one is a host operating system? What is infrastructure?
Infrastructure is physical hardware, and hosting OS of
Mhm.
an OS of
Yes,
that
yes,
server.
yes. Infrastructure can be on-premise infrastructure or cloud infrastructure like AWS, Azure, or GCP. Anything it can be. The system which they occupied, they have, that is AWS, Azure, and other people having, is called your, or the physical server is called your host operating system. Whatever you are going to run are called guest operating systems. So these applications will be on top of the Docker. So what is this role of a container? Mainly it will provide the consistent means what? No application is not getting it's not like in the mobile app, in the app, inside that app you have multiple applications. In that, it should not disturb others. One, it should not disturb others. Second thing is everyone have their equal space, equally allotted space and memory. So it will not disturb, and it is isolated and portable runtime environment for all the applications. That's why everyone are using able to is there any constraint that you should not install this app, you should not install that app? Any constraint is there? No, right? So we can able to launch it in any platform as well. So ensure they run on the same way regardless of underlying infrastructure. So every application is on top of this host operating system and infrastructure and Docker. So it will work according to its nature only, but it will not disturb others as well. It will not take others' memory space and everything. Everything is given equally only. Now, what is containers? So, what are the key benefits we are providing? So, containers help you to reliable and efficient applications deployment, as the container packages all necessary components to run the applications. Nowadays, you are able to see that the apps, the applications that you install in your mobile, what are the size of your applications? What are the sizes of their applications? What are the sizes of the applications? Is it everything is 1 GB?
No, it will some will be in MB also.
Most of them will be in MB. You are able to see that.
Yes, yes.
So MB size means very small application. Am I right? Not only small, it is able to work. Even a big thing. For example, you are installing video editor tool. Have you installed any video editor tools? Like just for making some small videos, shorts, reels. Some people are doing now. For that, you are able to see some applications are there that is taking you only maybe 50 or 100 MB of size. Yes or no?
Yes.
So those 100 MB, below 100 MB, you can easily understand these are all container services where everything can able to work in small size. And we are going to not say, as we are also using the application, na, we are also using the phone. So in the phone, at the same time when you message WhatsApp, at the same time you watch other videos or reels or something, Instagram, you are watching something. That is also possible. Correct? Both are possible. So how it is possible? Because both are running in the same mobile, because it is taking the container orchestration. That means it is just taking only the software it is required to run your application. The remaining parts is not necessary. They will not touch anything. Now what is Docker daemon? I think you have already written what is meant by Docker and what is meant by container. Correct? Yes. So now one of the important part in Docker is Docker daemon, which is also known as Docker D. So Docker D's main job is to just it will be having a persistent background. Persistent means what? Persistent means,
Stable.
yeah, stable, continuous. Okay. So persistently, we'll say persistence is needed. That is hard work, or we'll say you will not leave. You will not leave the hope. You will keep on continuously running. So the same thing. It's persistent background process that runs to on the host operating system. That runs on the host operating system, and it is the core component of the Docker engine. It is the main component of the Docker engine where it manages all the Docker objects. Docker objects, objects, what they are saying about objects means nothing but it can be image file, network, containers, volumes, anything it can be. The image files all are called your Docker objects. Like I think we learned the S3 bucket, right? S3 bucket, we have objects. So inside whatever S3 bucket, it is called your S3 objects. Same thing here also, we call it as Docker objects. So what this daemon will do? So the daemon will manage the Docker objects. Mainly, it is only helpful and responsible for all the lifecycle management of the Docker images. Docker images means what? We just now learned. Images is nothing but a template. Template for creating the containers. So containers, we already know running instances of images, and networks connecting containers, and volumes. Volumes means persistent storage for your containers. It will also listen for API requests. That means all the API requests can be sent by the Docker client, which will be command line interface, but also potentially by other applications or remote clients as well. So it executes the commands whenever we run a command like Docker run, Docker build, Docker stop. All those commands it will work. It will execute. An orchestrates container lifecycle. So container lifecycle orchestration. Just now we learned what is in the orchestration. What is in the orchestration, guys? I asked you to write also. What is in the orchestration, guys? Just now I explained you a few minutes before.
Managing.
Yes, management. What? Managing. Orchestration means managing. Okay, so this will take care of the life cycle of your container orchestration, which is nothing but creating, starting, stopping, restarting, deleting. Everything will come under the same phase. Next, manage resources. It can able to allocate the memory spaces and manage the resources like memory, CPU, networking, storage, everything for the containers. Next is facilitates communication. This the Docker daemon is like also communicate with other Docker daemons to manage a Docker service in a Swarm environment. So it can able to handle multiple hosts at the same time. That's what Docker daemon will do. Next one, what is in by a Docker file? What is in by a Docker file? So those are not written. First you try to keep it. This Docker file is the file which will have the list or the steps that is needed to create the image. To create the image. That image only we are going to deploy it in the container service. Okay, so how to write this? It will always coming with like my app the latest. That means in the Docker file whatever you are writing, it will go and read the step by step process, and then it will get executed. What is this Docker image? As we already mentioned, it's like a template or a blueprint for creating a container, and it is built from a Docker file. That means because here it is not like so this Docker image is nothing but a blueprint that can create containers, and it's built from the Docker file. So the Docker file will be like executing one by one. The Docker file is the main file. In that file, we would have written that what is the first step, what is the second step, how to deploy this, and everything. So the Docker file we can able to run it also. Next, Docker containers. So this images that means the blueprint where we are going to deploy, in the containers. So whenever you run the Docker images, it creates a container. It creates a container, and this container is a running instance of the image. Running instance of the image means whatever image you are running, that will be running on this Docker containers, which is in its own environment but share the host OS kernel. So here you can able to see running my app. My app is the one, and we are giving a name called running a name called here. You see my app latest. So this is a process. First, it will go and check the Docker file, and from the Docker file, is there any image you are given? That image it will take. From that image, it will run and deploy it in the Docker container. So write this definition and this definition. I think containers you have already written. If possible, you write this one. So once you're done, let me know. You're done. Yes, Kumar, you're done.
Uh, yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. Got stuck. It has gone. Now we are able to see. 1 minute. You are able to see my screen? Yes.
Yes, sir. We are able to see.
Okay, fine. So now you are able to see this Docker workflow. Maybe if you want, you can write this first. The developer will write the Docker file. Developer will write the Docker file. In that file, what image has to be run, what container you have to use. Okay. So when what you have to launch it in your container. There again, once you put in the container, we'll move that into a Docker hub. Docker hub is again like your repository of your GitHub. Now Git Docker hub, what it will do from there, it will push the same image and containers to other environments. Like this is staging environments, like this is developer role, this is testing role. Everywhere it will run it. So from one place you can able to launch the Docker file and containers, and you can upload it in the Docker hub. From there you can able to deploy it in another stagings like uh, developer testing and production. This is your Docker workflow. Next, before and after containerization scenario. So applications were often bundled with their dependencies. As we already mentioned, if this VLC wants to run, it should definitely need audio, video configuration dependency files. So it is causing compatibility issues and making it difficult to migrate or scale them before containerization. Correct now? Before, I think before 5 years or 10 years back, whatever applications you are using in Apple phone, it will not work in Android mobile. Am I right? Yes, but nowadays it is not like that. But nowadays it is not like that. After containerization, what has happened is containerization applications are self-contained and isolated, making them easy to deploy, scale, and move across different environments as well. So it can able to launch. That's why we are able to watch, even able to watch everything. Like containers applications are self-contained and isolated, making them deploy, scale, and move across different environments. So you can able to use the same application. You can able to use the same application in your iPhone also, or in your Android phone also. In both the places, it will work. What are the benefits of containerization? Portability, scalability, and consistency. So containers make applications portable, allowing them to run consistently across different environments. That's the main thing. Different environments means for different platforms also it will work there also, and the environment is different. That will also it will work. The scalability, as it can able to scale up and down to meet the main changing demand and improving resource utilization. We can able to use it. Next, consistency. So it will ensure that all applications run the same way, regardless of your underlying infrastructure. That is on top of which you can able to use all the resources as well. Next, what is container repository? What is container repository? So container repository is nothing but, as the name itself says, it is a centralized location where Docker images are stored, like your ECR, and allowing easy access, sharing, and distribution of application. Next one is public repository. So it is like a Docker hub. Public repository means what? It can able to take and use it. So same thing, provide a wide range of pre-built Docker images, mainly for common software and tools as well. So Docker Hub to take and use it. You can able to allow organizations to store and manage their own custom Docker images securely within their infrastructure. So private repository means what? It will also can able to store all the images, everything securely in the infrastructure. It's called container repository. Next one, Docker Hub. So what is this Docker Hub? So it is the world's largest public repository of. So Docker Hub, as I told you, is like a GitHub. It will have all the codes. It's our responsibility to go and come and collect it. Same thing. It's the largest public repository of Docker images, uh, providing a pre-built images for developers to use as well. Next one, search and discovery. So Docker Hub allows you the users to search and discover all the relevant images, whatever you want, you can able to discover and image download. So what is the plus point here? That means able to download in the Docker Hub. You can able to download easily the Docker images from the Docker Hub and use them to build and run their own applications we can able to use. So how can you log into this Docker Hub? Just hub.docker.com. Now here you can able to see how the Docker works. We have three things. One is Docker client, Docker daemon, and Docker containers. So the Docker client is nothing but the primary user interface for interacting. That's the main thing, Docker client, and which will help with which will be communicating with the Docker platform, mainly allowing the users to build, run, and manage their Docker containers. Docker daemon is a background process that manages the Docker containers. Docker containers. Next one, Docker containers. Now Docker containers, you can able to see that are already running the instance of Docker images, providing a lightweight, isolated, portable environment for running your applications. So how to install this on Docker? First one, choose OS, select the appropriate operating system, and download the Docker. Download the Docker installer. Next, install the following applications. Instructions to install Docker can be on your local machine or your server where you are going to launch your application that we have to define. So by understanding the fundamentals of containerization Docker on the Docker platform, you can able to unlock the power. You can able to unlock the power of Docker and transform your software development and deployment progress as well. 1 minute. Okay. Commanding the container ship. So Docker, we already know it's how mainly it is used for build, deploy, and manage. So the Docker, heart of Docker is nothing but the command line interface. So we are going to write only the command lines, which will provide a rich set of tools for developers, DevOps professionals to mainly interact with Docker and its ecosystem. So how to connect through command line? We have Docker command line interface, that is Docker CLI, which helps you to interact with the Docker using text commands in the terminal or command prompt as well. So it helps you to manage Docker containers, images, networks. What are the key points here? What are the main commands in Docker? Maybe you can able to write these commands. So first is Docker run. Common commands which is used to include is Docker run, mainly to start a container, and Docker PS to list the running containers, and Docker images to view the available images. So write these three commands and keep it in your notebook. You can able to create, start, stop, or remove containers as well, and you can build and manage images as well. We can also able to build and manage the images. Scripting, that is the CLI, is mainly used for automation and scripting tasks related to the Docker operations also. Scripting means nothing but commands. You have written all the three commands.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how to create a Docker file? First, we start with the base image, which serves as the foundation for custom Docker image. Like base image means what? Whenever you start a new file, what you will do first? I have a format already. What you will do? Let us say you want to create a report. For example, December you have created a report. You want to create a report for January. What you will do? Will you go and create a new file?
Rename the file.
We
December.
put a copy of the old one, correct? Na?
Yes, yes,
December file
correct.
you rename. I mean, you copy and then rename, correct? Na? Same thing only. Start with the base image, which serves as the foundation of your custom image. Then you add instructions to the install dependencies, copy application code, and configure the environment. Also, we can able to add the environment setup and everything. Then specify the command that you want to run your application whenever the container is launched. Now, building an image from Docker. So first it will go and search for Docker. So you can write this code also, sudo docker search nginx file. So nginx server we are finding it. For that we have sudo docker search nginx to find the Docker image. Then pull the image and desired image with sudo docker pull nginx latest. That is nginx latest image. We are pulling it out, and we are going to verify whether it is downloaded or not. So just for that we are mentioning sudo docker images. Okay, write all these three commands. One is docker search nginx, sudo docker pull, and sudo docker images. Done?
Done, sir.
Okay. So Docker files, what it will do, it will simplify the standardized way, mainly to build Docker images and simply simplifying application deployment, ensuring all across your environments. What are the mastering to basics of Docker? You have to know how to write the Docker commands. Mainly, there are some three commands. One is from, then run, and then cmd command. It is crucial mainly for effectively working with Docker as well. Optimizing in the best practice. So Docker file will have a structure. Following the best practice can improve build times, maintainability, and security. So previously, I think in Jenkins, how we built Jenkins actually. Do you remember? There is one more file was there. What is that file? We pushed it also.
SSCH we selected, and
Hmm?
we changed from master to main.
No, 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 no. In Jenkins, we wrote one more file similar to this file. What is that file name I am asking? In Jenkins, we wrote build file. Now, what is that file name? Today only you did also, na Kumar?
Yeah, yes,
What file you pushed actually?
build failed.
What file you have done, man?
Jenkins pipelines.txt.
No, 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 no. Open your VS Code and check which file you have pushed to
Yeah, sure,
GitHub.
sir.
Huh?
Checking.
Open your VS Code and check what file you have pushed. I think Vasavi and others also have done today Jenkins. No.
Portfolio.
Portfolio is a extract, that is a file. I'm saying Jenkins related what file you pushed. Simple, you pushed a Jenkins file, correct?
Yes, sir.
The code you have written in Jenkins file, correct? The Jenkins file has the build structure. Am I right? The steps to
Yes,
be built. That build file is then the same thing here. In Docker, we have Docker file. Okay. That's what the Docker file simplifies your work. It is a help to way to build, manage Docker images, and deploy, ensure consistent environments across environments. Okay. So here is the command. You can see how a Docker file has been run. So sets the basic image. First, we always starts with the basic image. Just now I told you the example. Na? The old file you will copy paste, then you rename. Same thing here. It'll always starts from starting from your container. It will start. That means container from image tag. Any name is there. Now Ubuntu ours we are going to use Ubuntu version. Then node is your node server, and from scratch. So from scratch it will take. So the from command you can write all these. What is in by from command? What is in by scratch? And other commands which you are going to run in the Docker file, that is run copy command, which is mainly built on top of this base file. So you can able to see every Docker images is built. Every Docker images will be built on another Docker image, except for very minimal ones like scratch. Scratch means from the beginning you have to start. So you see here we have launched here Python. Here we have launched Ubuntu and Node.js. That's what Node. So run command, copy command, and command run, copy command, etc. will be built on top of this. Okay, you return this one from scratch and copy commands.
yeah, done, sir.
Okay. So executing the commands during the building. So install packages and dependencies, run apt and apt get install y nginx, and each run adds the image sizes. So the run instruction in the Docker file is used to execute commands inside the images during the build process, and each run creates a new image layer as well. So it is different from the command or entry point because those run when the container starts, not during the build. So each run creates a new image layer and the results are saved in the final image. So when you are it run, it will just showed in the final image. So when you run the command from Ubuntu, then run apt-get update and apt-get install. Docker file copy and add. You can able to copy and add the same Docker file just by writing the syntax called copy and the source and the destination. Now copy the required files we are installing. So base file transfer, local file to containers, and each you can able to see this is how you copy easily a file. Copy app.y, which is inside the app folder. Now to download any version, we can able to add. We can able to extract the archives. Can download from URLs as well. So that also again here how we have copy source and destination. Same thing we have to mention add source and destination. So Docker file will have a working directory. Working directory means we can able to work on directories. So sets working directory, set default location for commands, work directory slash app, and run command entry point copy and add also. We can create directory if needed and makes it available path if it does not exceed it all. So like work directory, I think in the Linux you have done how to create a directory in Linux. Do you remember the command? Do you remember the command of Linux to create a directory?
mkdir.
No. What is the command, guys, for creating a directory in Linux? We learned, I think previous week, before that, when we do Linux, we have done mkdir. What? Mkdir. So we talk about work directory affects the commands, run command, entry point, copy, add, and automatically makes it path does not run. Next command called CMD command. What? CMD command. So CMD commands always mainly for the default container commands which run whenever the container starts. So CMD is a command Python app.y. So it will take the effort and it will run. So command can be overwritten whenever you run the container, and we can able to mention executable, that is parameters also we can do, and shell from. Okay. So the basic Docker files will have the port number 80. So the Express says 3000 port number also it will take for the applications. And if it's in the Postgre, you'll be having 5432 is the number port number. So expose, there's one more thing called expose in Dells in Docker, which the ports your container listens on. So expose is one of the command where expose is nothing but the documentation inside the Docker file or the image, whichever says my app is running on this port. So it'll just execute which port you are currently working on, which port the containers listens on. There's one more hash p slash publish. So this one is mainly for mapping the containers port to the host so that you can able to access it. So env is nothing but environment. So you can able to configure with environment env. Set the app settings without code changes. We can able to do just to we mention environment debug is equal to true. So automatically it will debug. So what is the syntax for this environment key and value? You can able to run or check the environments, multiple environments as well. During the build time, inside subsequent Docker file instructions, we can mention as run environment. So runtime access available to the processors in containers as well. So there are a lot of commands one by one. It will keep on going. So here you can able to see the file which we are going to use. Starts with the base image, that is Python. Work directory is app. Environment name is world. And copy any file. Yes, copy dot copy into the app. Run pip. No cache directory requirements and expose 5000. Expose is the port number which we are giving it. The port number and the command is to launch it. So expose ports and cmd to launch as well. Now Docker storage solutions. There are different storage options available in the Docker, which are called as volumes, built-in volumes to custom storage drives also. So to effectively manage and optimize your container storage for optimized performance and scaling, we need to know about volumes. So what is this Docker volume? Docker volume is nothing but a way to have a storage, that to persistent data storage. Persistent data means what? As you said previously, I think few minutes before was we said.
Stable.
What is persistent? Yes, stable. So stable storage I want, and that to be used by the Docker containers. They'll provide a durable storage solution that exists outside the life cycle of a container. Outside means what? Like EC2, we talk about EBS, na? EC2, EBS. How EBS is as an external thing. Same thing is volume is like by default. For in your mobile, you are having default how many GB?
113.
113. Yeah.
You mean mobile storage or only default?
Storage. Storage.
My RAM storage is
No,
128.
no. Leave it. You let us say go for your phone. Now phone you have 128. Your phone memory is full. Storage memory is full. What you will do?
I delete unnecessary apps.
Okay, but you should not delete anything also. Now what you will do?
Expand.
How will you
I
Purchase
will.
expand?
extra storage.
No,
What is that?
Purchase extra storage.
What is that? SD.
Either yeah, either a SSD
16 GB
or
SSD card you will put. SD card
yes,
you can purchase.
yes,
Now here the same thing the volume is we want to add because we want to add something extra volume, then we can able to add it. So here they provide a durable storage solution that exists outside the life cycle of a containers. So volumes decouple storage. Decouple storage means what? Decouple means what? Couple means joining, na? Correct. So decouple means again it's removing. So now here what is happening? Volumes decouple storage from the containers, making it easier to backup, restore, and share the data as well. So they can be able to create and manage, used and implemented of the running state of a container as well. There are two types of Docker types. One is volume and bind modes. So volumes are Docker recommended method mainly for storing persistent data, and they manage by Docker with the host within the host file system only, ensuring isolation from the application. And another side we have bind mounts. Mounts enables mapping a host machine file minute. Okay. So bind mounts variable, it is again mapping a host machine file or a directory to a containers. We can able to have a granular control over the location and content for mounting data. So we can able to use two methods. One is volumes, another one is bind mounts. Like I just now told the SST. We can able to mounting the file. So just to create a volume, inspect a volume, and list volume. So these things and all will just see later. Later in sense, you can just know what are the commands. This is use docker volume create for creating a new volume. To inspect the volume, we write the commands docker volume inspect, docker volume create, and docker volume ls. Just to see list, ls for list. This is for inspect to see the specific volume is created or not, and it is for creating. So this will provide a persistent data outside of your containers files only, because it's an extra volume. Like I just now explained, no? Extra volume SD card how we are installing. So extra volume which you're adding, that's why it is going outside the container file. But it will allows the data to survive container removal and be able to share cross multiple containers. So that shared volume I can able to share it among multiple containers. Multiple containers we can able to share it. And creating and managing a volume is nothing but poor part of working with Docker effectively. Next one, Docker Compose. This is one of the other things, important thing, that is Docker Compose. So Docker Compose is again a tool that will help you to define and run multiple Docker containers, multiple Docker container applications. It is helping you mainly to process of managing complex Docker environments by providing a declarative way. Previously it was Docker file. Now here we are providing declarative way to define your application service and their dependencies as well. So see here Docker Compose. In the Docker Compose we will use a YAML format. We use YAML format. I think on the day I told you about the difference between JSON and YAML. Do you remember? Did I told you? Yes, guys, just tell me whether you remember what I told you, or you I didn't tell you. Difference between YAML and JSON format.
JSON has a key value pair.
Ah, YAML.
YAML is
Okay, I will tell you. You can just understand. So JSON format, we'll have open curly braces. Here's the key and the value. For example, name, and the name will have Ramesh. Now Ramesh should be in double quotes, and the curly braces has to be closed. Okay. Now this is what your JSON format. In YAML again, you don't want curly braces, you don't want double quotes, you don't want double quotes. Directly you mention name is to Ramesh. Next, under name, or let us take a person name Ramesh, and under Ramesh I have this age, phone number, address, and everything. Then it should be in proper indentation that he is under this. It is under this. Okay. This is called YAML format. So YAML format is very simple when compared to JSON also. JSON is already a simple one. This is again very even more simple. So this YAML format is mainly to configure the application service networks, volumes, everything. You can write it in one file, and we give it to Docker Compose. Where Docker Compose has been mainly tools, it will allow you to run multi-container Docker application, multi-container Docker application, multiple Docker application at the same time you want to run. Then it is called. Then we have to use a tool called Docker Compose. Okay, you're writing anything means you can write this definition. What is meant by Docker Compose? Or you write only one line better. I'll send you this document. Don't worry. Just to send this and write this one line. Once you're done, let me know. Done, huh?
done, sir.
Okay. So how to use this one? So define your service in the YAML format. Specify the containers for each service. Declare the service dependencies. So the YAML format will provide a structured, human-readable way to manage the complex configuration of all your multi-container applications as well. Okay. One more slide is there which will have a common comments. Maybe you can make a note of these common comments. You're able to see my screen actually?
Not yet.
That's what I'm also saying. It's not showing actually. Okay, I think it's not loading. I'll just refresh. Okay, refresh my Zoom. Just wait on the line. It's not getting sharing. Okay, fine. No issues. That there's just only one slide left. Or that is the comments. What you do, you can just share your screen. Who is Chayantan or Kumar? Who's ready to share your screen?
I can share.
Okay, fine. You can share it. Okay, you can just first. Hmm. We first download this Docker desktop for Windows. Yes, click that Docker install for Windows. Click that first one. First one. First one. You click and install.
Yes, I've already clicked on that. I'm
Okay,
just
it's
waiting for
low.
the page to load.
Okay, okay. You're able to see desktop Docker for x64, the first one. That one. Yes. Download. So this Docker desktop engine will sometimes slow down your system. So once the work is over, you can close and keep it. Okay. Otherwise, it'll keep on running in the background. You installed?
It's loading.
Okay. Okay, you double click and just install. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, 1 minute.
Sure.
Okay. What happened? It's getting failed. Unable to fail, the process cannot fail. Used by another processor. What is that another processor? You are already clicked double times. Okay.
Yes, I clicked it double times.
Okay.
Sir, I have installed, sir, just now.
Docker desktop installed.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good.
So in that case, Kumar can also share the screen.
Sure. Definitely.
Yes, Kumar, you share your screen.
Sure, sir. Sharing my screen. The host isn't allowing multiple presenter sharing for this meeting. I got pop-up like this.
Okay, okay. One minute. I have to make you as a host then. One minute. Where is that? The participant. Okay. Now you share your screen.
Yes, sir. I'm sharing my screen.
Hmm. Welcome to desktop. You can put your email ID. Give your email ID.
Shall I click personal or work?
No, no, personal. Any. Mm-hmm.
I have to create password.
Set some password. Are you login with your Google itself? It will automatically log in. It will not take.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Create a username. Put some numbers. Mm, 32 and digits only. I think space is not adjusting. Okay. Okay. Proceed to desktop, Docker desktop. Open.
Yes, sir. Opened.
Open. Yes, you came into the containers. So you can able to see the containers, images, and Docker Hub. You can able to see here at the right side. Docker Hub, My Hub. No. Hub. Click the containers. Click container. What is a container? Is there? Na? Click that. You will be able to see a setup guide is there.
Shall I click
Allow
allow,
you.
sir?
Allow. That's what I told you. The backend it will run. So here you can able to see welcome to Docker command is running. The container service is running. Okay. Go to your command prompt. Open your command prompt.
Okay, sir. Ubuntu or command prompt?
Command prompt. Ubuntu will come again. First command prompt will check.
Yes, sir. Opened.
Type docker space hyphen hyphen version. You got docker version installed. Okay.
Okay.
Next docker space info. Hmm. Yes, you are able to see all the docker files. Information is stored here. So whenever you want to use docker, first you have to start this docker engine. So here you can able to see in the Windows button you press. No, in
Yes.
your keyboard. Here you should type docker desktop.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. You're able to see this docker desktop that you can able to open it. Now anyway it's already open now you don't want to do anything. I'm just saying next time when you open we have to open this.
Okay.
Okay, now we open your Ubuntu. Now
Okay, sir.
go to your, now close this one, open your Ubuntu 24. uh, Here it is. Wait. Yes, Ubuntu is open. Now type sudo space apt space update. Enter. Type your password for Ubuntu.
Done, sir.
Sudo space apt space upgrade. Enter. Yes, enter.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now I have put a command in the chat section of this Zoom. Just copy that command and paste it. Sudo apt install transcurl certificate for software properties common. Just to copy and paste that. Yes, enter. Yes. Next, one more command I have pasted the curl docker key I have mentioned. Just copy that. Yes.
Done, sir.
Next, again enter. One more command I have pasted. That is for our Docker repository. Enter. Okay, now update again sudo apt update.
Done, sir.
Okay, now again you can go for sudo apt install docker c and docker c dcli. Copy paste the command. Yes.
Done, sir.
Now type docker space hyphen hyphen version. Okay, docker version has been installed. Now docker system dot docker start docker. I pasted the command there. Just go and check. Sudo systemcl start docker. Again, next one. Don't put that slash. Just put copy only sudo systemcl enable docker. I have pasted one more command. Copy and paste it.
Done, sir.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now we'll write docker run hello world.
Permission denied.
Mhm. Okay. Go to this docker desktop. Let us see this running. Minimize this. Below you see. Wait. Proceed to docker desktop. Click proceed to docker desktop. Okay. Click that welcome to docker. Click that port number. Mhm. Click that 8088 on the top. That one. Yes, click that. Okay. Okay. Click that previous tab. No, the Docker page.
Yes.
That one. At the right side, you see what is container is, na? Click next,
Yes.
next. Below next button. Hmm. See, this is just guiding you. Next. Hmm. Next. Okay. Okay. Now you go to this Ubuntu and type this key. We have not added this user as a key, so type this sudo user mode. I have pasted the comment in the chat box. Just type that and paste it. Mm. Okay, now it has become the user. Now restart your server. That is, restart your WLS terminal. So type exit. Exit. Okay, open your WLS again. Now type Docker run hello world. Docker space run.
Oh, okay, sir.
What happened? What you typed?
Only Docker only I typed.
No, Docker space run hello world. Hello hyphen world. The same command. Hmm. Yes. So wait. It is pulling the library. You have to print it as hello world. Yes, you're able to see this Docker from Docker hello from Docker.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now Docker is running. It will be connected to your WLS and it is already started in your Docker engine also. Go to that engine, Docker desktop. Minimize this one. So everyone should get this hello from Docker. Okay. And go to this settings page on the top. Click settings. Click come down. Click Docker engine left side. No, resources. Wait. WLS integration is there no, on the top right side. Fifth one you see WLS integration. Click that. Now connect that. Enable that. Yours
Both are,
is
sir.
wait. Yours is wait. Which one you are running now?
24.
Only 24. You apply and restart. You apply. So now henceforth, whatever WLS 24 you're typing, thus Docker will get connected here also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Come back, click that Docker desktop on the top. Click that.
Unable to click.
Okay, click this. Sorry, click this in the settings button before one more cap is there, na Docker. That one. Come to the Docker first. Left side. There, containers. Click that. Refresh.
Sir.
No. Click the images. Click the left side images.
Okay.
Uh, Now you see the late dark or latest is there, na?
Yes.
And that one only which we have done. Click that. It'll show us like that. Click run that on the top. Run. Okay. Always we have to give that settings. Port number. We have to give the port number. Click that run button. Stop it and run it. Click stop. Run.
So let's start again.
Start again. Okay. Click that containers again back. Hmm. Click images. Hmm. Click latest. Click run. Wait. 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 Okay. Go to container and run it again. Don't click run button. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It is creating dockers, multiple dockers. First, go to images. Images. Hmm. Uh, Select that docker latest. Now see, this is the image. Okay.
Okay.
Click run. Wait. Click run button. Wait. Click that optional settings. And there you put the port number 8089 or 0 you put. Remove that 0 you put. Remove that and put 0.
Okay.
Hmm. Now run. Now you see we have taken the images. From the images we are running containers. Okay. Now you see the port
Okay.
number on the top 32768.
Yes.
Click that. Click that. Yes. You're able to see we are launching one more container, multiple containers. You previously without port number we have done, that's what it got failed. Now when we put port number, if we don't have a specific port number, it will automatically run as uh, when you put 0 it will automatically take one port number. In case if you want particular port number, we can able to put it as 8089, some 4-digit number you can give or any number you can give it.
You can give 0 also.
When we get 0, what will happen? It will take the port number automatically. See here, did we give the port number anything like 32768?
No, sir.
No. So it is taking automatically. So now when we push some code or something into the containers, it will come to the images. From there you have to run with the port number. Okay. So go
Okay,
to
sir.
the page, Docker desktop. No, the previous page.
Yes, sir.
Click left side, containers. So here you see whatever you created, na, without
Yes.
port number you created, na, that and all it's automatically created, but you cannot view it because there is no port number. See, like
Yes,
how
sir.
you need an IP address to launch a system or launch a website. Same thing, you need a port number to view the results. If you want, you can delete those two. Delete right side, sweet Hellman, that done, and the second one. Yes, delete button, delete. Next one also delete. Yes. Now this is the one which you created with the previous Docker, which is there already images there. Na?
Yes,
Through
sir.
that image, it is running. Now, if you want to show only the running containers, you see on the top there is one more button called only show running containers. No, below. That one. Just click that. Now automatically will show only the existing running container. But you can just minimize that so that you know you just off so that we'll know what are all the containers it's running. No, this button. That one. The thing is sometimes it will take more space. Okay. And
Okay.
the left side you see something left side. Yes. There. Keep your mouse. That is volumes. Below that you see Kubernetes. Hmm. Again builds. Then again models. Then again Docker dub. and Docker code, and again extensions. When below see sometimes if your Docker is not running, you have to check whether this below this RAM is running na. You see 1.6 1.42 GB. No, below you see a pass button is there. Sometimes if your Docker is not running or working, you have to come and check in this Docker desktop. And also whenever you are launching your Docker containers in the WLS, that is in your Ubuntu, you should come and check in this Docker desktop as well. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then once you start Kubernetes, again Kubernetes will start. So that we have to do the configurations and all. That will come later. So as of now, guys, first thing is you should be able to launch. Now you know how to copy, how to create an image here. So image will be there in the image tag. From the image you can able to create multiple containers, but just giving them a run command and give the port number, it will automatically launch. And another one is now I think next week when we do, we'll be pushing the code from your Ubuntu to Docker desktop. Okay, that's
Okay,
what the
sir.
connection integration we have done now. Since you have mentioned two, man, first uninstall that 22, otherwise you'll be having a problem. Okay,
Sure, sir.
go to your control panel. You see two you have installed, two Ubuntu servers you have installed, Ubuntu WLS you have installed. So uninstall the 22 version. Come down, you come down. What happened? It's not there. Okay,
Yes,
do
sir. It is
manually.
not there here.
No, manually you do. Just go type that Ubuntu there in the Windows key. No, Windows key below. Windows key is there, na? Right click that Ubuntu. Ubuntu 22. You right click,
Uninstall.
uninstall.
It got stuck for some reason. Yeah. Done, sir. Uninstalled.
22 version only, right?
Oh, 22 only. Yes.
Don't get confused. Okay. 24 alone, it's installed. Fine. That's enough. So everyone, those who are watching, you just have to finish these things. That is the WSLS. Open your WLS, man.
Sure, sir.
Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
This is Ubuntu 24.
Hmm. Hello from Docker. Okay. Hello from Docker. This has to be
Commands.
getting printed. No. This hello Docker should come. Okay. So
Okay,
whenever
sir.
you start, once you close your WLS also, next week when you start for Docker, first you have to go and check whether this hello world is running or not.
Okay, sir.
Docker run hello world.
Shall I run again?
Hmm? No. I'm just saying you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
This connected or not to check that, because now we have opened and kept it, and the Docker desktop also we have opened. Na? Now
Yes,
we are
sir.
closing here. Next week when you open, first you have to open Docker desktop, then you have to open your WLS and type this Docker run hello world command, and then open it. I'm saying, okay. Then
Okay, sir.
only
Sure.
if it is opening properly, that means Docker is working. Or else again you have to type Docker hyphen version and check whether the version is there or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yes. So we have set everything. We'll see next week. One more, I think two more practicals. We'll see.
Sir, okay, sir. Sir, one small doubt, sir.
Mm.
I am unable to log in my AWS Educate. I have raised a ticket in AWS official website also. It is taking
Which
24 hours
educate?
time.
Educate, you're not able to log in. Huh?
Yes, sir.
If you log into Skill Builder, AWS Skill Builder, you log in first. Then through that same link, you join through AWS Educate.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir. I log into skill builder.
Mm-hmm. Now you go to the next page and just type educate.
Next page.
Hmm. That is your page. That is your course. New
Yes, sir.
tab you open. New tab, in that you log into educate. Okay, new tab. Just to click that plus button, man.
Okay.
AWS educate. You no institute, no nothing. You come below. You see sign in to AWS educate. This one. Hmm. Now skill build. Wait. Below you see Indonesia is there. Change it to English. Below center. Below center. Straight
Center.
below center. Move your mouse center below. Come down, man. It's in Indonesian language.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm
Below that,
searching.
you see below that. Below that. Right side. Indonesia. Click that.
Okay, sir. I'm unable to go to that because I'm getting your screen sharing everything.
You're not able to see it.
Got it, sir. Now I'm able to see.
English.
Yeah.
Now you check skill builder, AWS builder ID. Login. Click that. That's it. You logged into educate. What is that?
Got it, sir. Earlier, it didn't come to me like this. Thank you, sir. Now I
Mm.
got it.
Bookmark this and keep it and start the labs and everything. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think all the day I told you right already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. We'll see you next week at the same time. Maybe Saturday 7 o'clock. Okay. Chayantan, you have done everything. You saw everything.
Yes. So
Okay.
my Docker is almost my Docker is installed now.
Mm.
I'll just go through the steps of connecting it with the terminal.
Oh yes. So make sure that your the WLS integration is done. Then only whatever you
Mm-hmm.
are pushing from WLS, I mean the Windows
Mm-hmm.
server, it will go to the Docker
Mm-hmm.
desktop. Okay.
Murli, just one question. Now, with the steps that you followed, you signed up. So Kumar signed up for Docker using Google. Now, what I have done is I have used GitHub to sign up.
Hmm.
So, will that make any difference in the overall process?
No, nothing. This is just a login only. See, both
Mm-hmm.
his GitHub and his Gmail ID both are same only, na?
Mm-hmm.
What is there? Nothing. It will be easy only. Anyway, you are going to connect GitHub also later, so it
Right.
will be helpful only.
Mm-hmm.
Since a short form, I just asked him to log in with Google. Since he is going to create some password, we are going to
Mm-hmm.
remember all those things. So instead of that, we go with the Google directly.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys can click the task manager and stop your desktop. Otherwise, whenever you run the system, it will be slow. Okay. It will take more space, so you can check your task manager and end that the Docker desktop. And whenever you are working in Docker, you start that Docker desktop. Okay, guys. So we'll see you next week with other lab. Okay.
Okay, Murli. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Kumar. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yes, Vasavi, you are there.